Good morning or good afternoon, depending on what class you're in. Today we're going to do 2 practice problems together, and then I really want you to try them on your own. So my goal is that you pick 2 multiplication and 2 division at least to try on your own. So I'm going to do an example with you, and these can count as the examples that you do at your seat as long as they're done completely. So let's start. I'm going to just do the first one with you. So this one and this one. So 2 5/10 times 10 to the third power and 2 5/10 divided by 10 to the third power. So the first step is to go ahead and rewrite the equation without that base 10 exponent in there. You can look at your base 10 chart from yesterday. You can look at the place value chart on the whiteboard, and you can find the equivalent in standard form. I know 10 to the third power is going to have 3 zeros. Oops, not equals. I'll go ahead and erase that. So 2 5/10 times 1,000. That's my actual equation because this is what I'm looking at to tell me where to move on my place value chart. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 5/10 over on my place value chart. 2 ones. I'm going to make my decimal nice and big. You should too. And 5/10. Now, if I'm multiplying, I know that my place values should be getting bigger, so I'm going to be moving to the left. And I know since I'm multiplying by 1,000 and there's 3 zeros, or 10 times 10 times 10, I need to move 3 times, 3 places on my chart. So I'm going to take my 2. 1, 2, 3. My 2 ones ended up in the 2,000. And my 5/10, 1, 2, 3 place values ended up in the hundreds. Now, I can't just leave these spots empty because it's next to my hundreds. My 10s and 1s just mean there's nothing in them. So the answer to this question, I'm going to write it in blue over here, is 2,500. It is 10 to the third times bigger than 2 5/10. I'm going to do the next one next door in green for you. So we have 2 5/10 divided by 10 to the third. So I know I need to rewrite my equation in standard form. So 2 5/10 divided by 1,000. 10 to the third equals 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that in my place value chart. 2 5/10. So, I know everything needs to move 3 places because I just did that. 1,000 means we're moving 3 places on our place value chart, but I'm dividing, so I need to go smaller this time. So I'm going to take my 5. I think we're going to end up on off the place value chart. That's okay. 1, 2, 3 would be way out here. That's fine. Take my 2 and move it. Divide it by 3 place values. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to rewrite that in the space below. My decimal is here, but I can't leave these empty, so I know they need to be zeros. So the answer to this question, which I'm going to write in blue as well, is 0.0025 or 25 10,000ths, but that's not something we learn in 5th, so it's okay. So these are my 2 examples. Feel free to keep them up on your iPad while you work on at least 2 more. So 1 more multiplication and 1 more division. You can use the place value chart in your folder. You can use the base 10 chart. You can use the place value chart on the whiteboard. And you can use the 2 anchor charts in the room that show you how to use base 10 exponents and how to multiply with base 10 exponents. Have a great rest of your day and make sure you're following the directions on workshop.